Hi, today is, I forgot, the 6th. Today is the 6th, and this week is History Week, and I'm a big history buff. I loved modern history. Anyway, I'm going to just jump right in because I really love history. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the Cuban Revolution, which was an interesting subject I quite enjoyed. Okay, so let's jump right in there. Okay. Cuba was originally discovered under Christopher Columbus's original voyage, and was then conquered by Spain. Well, I'm not sure Christopher Columbus was Spanish. Probably was. I don't know. He's European. I don't need to know that. Americans do. Anyway, yeah. So Cuba became a colony of Spain. In 1895, there was a revolt. And finally, in 1898, Cuba declared independence from Spain. During this time, America took on a protector role, in which they were given certain rights because of a treaty signed, the Platt Amendment, which gave them, the right to protect property, life, and individual liberties. Just gave them free rein, really. If we fast forward to 1940, when Batista became president, under him there was large-scale gambling, and actually Havana became known as the Latin Las Vegas, because on a weekend or something, if you're a wealthy businessman, you fly over to Cuba, you can gamble, you can hook up with prostitutes, you can do whatever you like, and then you fly home and you don't have any responsibilities. Under Batista, organised crime was rife and just uncapped, essentially. So there were a lot of players involved during Batista's reign, not just him and not just the Cubans. Cuba's national wealth was actually quite high, however, it was not equally distributed. A lot of the economy not only relied on America's, gambling, but sugar and sugar exports, which was completely dependent on America, and depending on how much they wanted, that's how much sugar was produced, and that's how much work there was available. While the workers did get paid an okay wage for harvesting, the problem was the work is seasonal. So you're feast and famine, essentially. During the 50s, support for Batista started to wane because a lot of people were alienated, and there was an attack in 1953 on some barracks. I can't pronounce it, on a barrack. And it was guerrilla warfare, and it was bloody, and it was aimed at Batista's troops. Che Guevara and Castro were leading the charge in that. In 1958, much of the population resented America and America's involvement in Cuban life, and felt that America's interests were constantly being fulfilled while the Cubans were not. After the attack on the barracks, Castro flees the country and ends up in Mexico, where he plans to overthrow Batista. He returns in 1959. 1956. I'm going to leave it here today, and tomorrow I'm going to continue on by discussing Castro's rise to power, the complications he had, the alliances he made. Yeah, so that's what I will be discussing tomorrow. Anyway, bye.